And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 27, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. The Vikings sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First down, Prescott. He's got this to Williams, complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting at 33 yards. Charles going to put you in the hat one of these defenders out there. Yeah, a big play like that really gets you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And complete, right side to Cook. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go. And I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control. And that fumble, that's got to be a little bit.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running off tackle with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw. Touchdown, Vikings. Mike Williams with career touchdown number 70. And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 17-yard line. To the air on first down with Pickett. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Pickett now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. The gain, and it'll bring up a third down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Going up top. This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession at 33.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, because this is still a possession game. And that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go, and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Pickett. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worked this up yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. At that time, they're up to the challenge.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Waste of time.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Buying time to his left. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Preston Harvin on the punt. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, He's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That is caught. It's Williams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 38, Prescott being chipped, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
He's got him in. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott, he'll air this one out for Boyd. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted. Andrew Booth puts it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly have their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion left comes Williams. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott now. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points didn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete.
This is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Pickett on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from going up by 40.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Vikings take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Point after here coming up. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Vikings 47, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
in this position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. They'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Back to throw. Pickett.
He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pickett looking to throw on second down.
And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Hubbard is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
So backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hubbard again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 2 runs in a row and only 2 yards to show for it.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Longer now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Oh, nice move. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. That last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
There on the tackle, Mika Fitzpatrick. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Cook running right. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, we've seen running backs quarterbacks in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.